Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to another music video Makeup Monday. I am your host here today, Miss Nikki, and today we are going to be doing a Born to Die album review, album talk while we do her makeup. I know I've done another video for the Born to Die actual look, but now we're gonna do like the album, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna talk about the album, not just do a look from the album. We're gonna do like the album cover, you dig? So we're gonna go into a deep dive over it. So if that's something that interests you, then please keep watching. If it doesn't interest you, then please keep watching. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started and start with this music video makeup look. Alrighty, so Miss Lana Del freaking Rey, man. This album, doing my little bit of research, really put me back into my Lana feels. I mean, I was just listening to the album because I was like, okay, you gotta like prepare for this, right? And man, it just got me all up in the vibes, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, if you haven't heard this album, you should. So Lana Del Rey, right? She was not born Lana Del Rey. She was born Lizzie or Elizabeth Woolridge Grant. So basically Elizabeth Grant, aka Lizzie Grant. That was her original stage name that she went by, and then we'll get into how she changed it up here in a second. I do also want to do a quick note. Everything that I will be using product-wise will be listed down in the description box below. So if you're interested, that is what's gonna be down there. And next to note as well, this look, since it's the album cover, it was shot in the daytime, and there was a little bit of a shadow overcast on her eyelids, and her eyelids are open, so there's not a real good depiction of what her eyes look like, but I'm going to do my best to kind of create the vibes around it and basically, you know, put it up to your discretion, but this is the best that I can imitate based off of what I can see. Anyways, let's keep it going. So Miss Lizzie Grant was born in June. She was born June 21st. Her birthday actually just passed. June 21st in 1985 in Manhattan. She is a New Yorker, baby, which was not something that I expected, and given kind of the nature of her vibe. I didn't look too much into her childhood. I feel like there's like 50 looks that I like of hers, but we're gonna go straight into the album since today is basically an album look. In 2007, right? In 2007, Elizabeth, aka Lizzie Grant, signed a recording contract with an independent record label called 5 Point Records. That was her first record deal as Lizzie Grant. She kind of started doing her thing, started beginning the process for the rollout of her very first project. She started to take an interest in adopting the stage name Lana Del Rey, but it was Del Rey spelt with a R-A-Y instead of R-E-Y. So that was kind of, she just was like, you know what, I like this name. I like this name. As she was kind of working with the labels, they produced the album, created the first album, and shortly after it released, they actually changed her spelling from Rey, R-A-Y, to R-E-Y. That first album that she had made with this record label was also kind of self-named as well. So it was called Lana Del Rey, R-A-Y, by Lana Del Rey, R-A-Y. Unfortunately for her, during this beginning, stage, she kind of ended up finding herself to kind of be in a conflict with one of the producers that was kind of like on her team. And, you know, the producer just was kind of like, yo, I don't think you are very motivated. I don't think, like, he was just in conflict with her. And so her manager basically was like, look, you know what, like, you're kind of in a conflict with these dudes. Maybe it's best to get out of the deal. And so, good for her. She was able to get out of the deal. She paid her debts and just like got herself out. And from there started her journey kind of, you know, not under their reign. you know, if they didn't want her, why be there? You know what I'm saying? From there, she went on to sign a contract with Stranger Records in 2011 and went ahead and released Video Games. Video Games was one of the first off of the project to be released, and the music video kind of found itself to have like instantaneous success. The video itself is pretty cool and it was very different for the time, so a lot of people were just kind of like, oh my god! Aside from it just kind of going viral off of the music video, it also ended up getting a little bit of press after its release. The song was also featured on the CW's show The Ringer, and it was kind of played during like a pivotal scene of the TV show, and that really also helped propel the song as well. The song ended up doing really well overseas, like a lot better than I actually kind of thought that it did. It went, let me see, it reached #1 in Germany and the top 10 in Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, France, Netherlands, Ireland, Scotland, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. So Video Games was like, phew. The second track to be released off of the album was Born to Die. Born to Die was the next to be released, and it was released in December of 2011, with the music video coming out shortly after that. And then in April of 2012 was when Blue Jeans came out. And I remember, I think that was about the time that I kind of started getting the vibes of the album and kind of getting the vibes of her. I remember almost vividly, I won't even front, being in like a Forever 21 or something, and Blue Jeans came on, and I can't remember who I was with. I was with somebody, one of my friends who really liked her, and they were like, oh yeah, like, have you heard this song? This is like such a good song. And I was like, whatever. Little did I know that within like a week I would be like, oh my god, this music video was so sick. But Blue Jeans was next, nonetheless, to be dropped. And then in June, Summertime Sadness came out, and then that July, National Anthem came out. And then in March of 2013, which I thought was kind of weird, the last single off the album came out, and that was Dark Paradise. The cover itself was shot by a photographer by the name of Nicole Nadland, and a lot of people actually really liked it and respected the album cover like a lot. According to Complex and one of their editors, they had said that the album cover was actually one of the 50th like best covers of those 5 years. So a lot of people really like dug it, and here we are recreating it. But it was a very, I don't know, you just look at it and it's like powerful. That's the best way I can describe it, is like it's a very powerful looking album artwork, you know? Somebody else also had said that they love the ominous feeling that the album cover kind of evoked. He said that it was like the shadows and like the shapes that were in the background just kind of gave Lana this like flawless persona with like such a simple gaze. Now, after the release of each of these songs and the singles and the vibes, you know, after that came music videos for basically each one of the singles. And I will be the first to tell you that this was kind of like the birth of my like music video adoration and love, for sure, because I just remember her colors, her vibes, the tiger that was in the Born to Die video, the pool scene from the, what is it called? The Blue Jeans. I mean, all together, the album, the artwork, the vibes, I was just in love. Like, as a little teenager, you know, going through life, I was so in love with this album, and it was just so pivotal to me. This next part is the sad part, right? For someone like me, I was a young teenager, you know, in 2012, I was almost graduating high school, so I was probably like 16, 17 years old. This was a big album. I went to go see her at Austin City Limits. Like, she was my girl. But I didn't realize that the people did not feel the same way about her. The next part, like I said, is a little bit hurtful, but people did not like it. They did not like the album at all. At least like pop critics types who think they're the shit. I'm just gonna read this while I dab this, but one of these tabloids, they called it pop trash perversity. And another person said that Lana was just not ready to make an album. Somebody else said, given her chic image, it's a surprise how dull, dreary, and pop-starved Born to Die is. Like, who says that? Like, you know what? She's cute and she's dreamy, but like, it's so lackluster. I don't know, reading this as I was doing my little research, I was like, these people are freaking trash. This last one too is like, it's like, yo, like what was wrong with these people? Like this is a young girl coming out trying to just do some music for herself, and this is the trash you guys tell her? Anyways, the last one says, it has been tiring and woozy. Like you've been taking a half dozen of Ambiens when you put the record on, and now you're getting very, very sleepy. Like, bro, like if you don't like it, just don't like it. I don't know. I guess I'm butthurt by some of these comments because it's like, for me, this was like masterpiece. This was like, yes, you know, as a kid, this was some sad ass music, and I was just like, yo, you just want to have that rock and roll love, you want to listen to this music. I was just feeling all the vibes as a kid, so this definitely rubbed me the wrong way. But anyways, the album did end up becoming awarded for some album, so it wasn't a total bust by these clowns who sat there and told her that she was no good. She won the Xbox Entertainment Award for Best Album. She was also nominated for Billboard's like Top Rock Album of the Year. She did not win, but she was nominated, which means that she was recognized. And she did win Complex's #4 Best Albums of 2012. So she's gotten a few recognition. Let me not put it out like, oh, every single critic hated her. But it's just like, I don't know, when you hear a few of them, you're just like, no one cannot like her, okay? I get it, it's not realistic, but that's how I feel. In the UK, the album went ahead and sold 50,000 copies that very first day, and it debuted at #1 on the UK's Hot 100 charts. In the United States, it sold 77,000 copies during its first week, and subsequently debuted at #2 in the US, being under Adele's 21. Which I thought was kind of funny, because it's like, how do you go #1 in the UK, which is where Adele is from, and then #2 in the US, which is where you're from? I just thought that was kind of a funny thing to kind of see. As of 2014, the album has sold 1.1 million copies in the United States, and it has been certified platinum. Overall, not too bad as of 2014. I'm sure it's definitely done more than that up until now because of just how much of a staple it was. That basically though sums up kind of my summary over everything. Now it's kind of personal reviews as we add these final touches. So when it comes to the makeup artist, I did not get that information. If anybody knows, please let me know down below. Now it's time for the final step after doing this lipstick, and that is putting on my wig and my outfit. BR to the B. And that, my friend, sums up this look. I'm obsessed. Like, I combed out this wig that I have halfway curled and halfway like not in the back, and I'm just like, yes, this is how you look like Lana for Halloween or for every day. But basically this sums up the look. This is the whole album vibes. Got some hair going in my mouth. This sums up the Lana vibes. What I'm gonna do down below is I'm gonna link what this shirt is, where I got this shirt from. I'm gonna link a pair of hoop earrings as well that would fit in really nicely with this, as well as another lipstick lip gloss that could work even better if you don't want to have to get 2 different products to layer it. But other than that, this basically sums up the look, and it was a lot of fun. I definitely love Lana. I love a lot of her music, especially some of the other albums as well. So I didn't want to go totally in depth and in detail because I know that I'm going to go in detail with other ones as well. But this is the album. This is the Born to Die album cover. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys have any suggestions as to who I should do next, please let me know down below, because I'm always looking for new people to do, and I honestly love these like research projects for myself. But anyways, thank you guys so much again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!